it's gonna come back, baby. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Tika, also known as Beautiful Soul. So first off, Happy New Year! Welcome back, and to the new people, welcome. So I want to start this off by saying, you know, this year 2022, I'm gonna try to do better. Well, not try, I'm going to do better. Okay, I'm gonna push through whatever ways I'm feeling and just hit record. So like I said before, y'all gonna get to see the real me. So if you've been watching my vlogs, you'll kind of get to learn a little bit about me. Yeah, so anyways, if you're interested in this video of what I've learned in my 20s, because I'm officially 30, so if you're interested in what I learned so you won't make the same mistakes, then keep on watching. Okay, first things first, I'm thirsty. Hint, if you want to sponsor your girl, I can be a spokesperson for you. So y'all, this water is good. So it tastes like regular water, but it has like a hint of fruit. No sugars, no sweeteners, no none of that. This is just straight water. It's almost like they soak the fruit in the water and then pour the fruit out. So instead of you making it at home, just get you some hint. I'm drinking the blueberry lemon. Yes, I put a little straw with a little tip on it because I'm extra like that, and because, you know, we ain't messing up this lipstick. Oh boy. Sorry, y'all. I've been recording multiple videos today, so my throat's a little dry. So anyway, so what my 20s has taught me. First things first. If you're like me, then I'm gonna tell you to stop doing this. Stop being a people pleaser. And what I mean is, I'm the type of person, even from a young age, if it was something I didn't want to do or didn't agree with or whatever, I would still kind of just do it. Although I was always a leader, I still kind of basically, I guess, to make other people happy. If somebody wanted something, or somebody wanted to do something, or somebody wanted to go somewhere, or somebody wanted me to be somewhere, it was like, okay. And I'm learning now that I don't like being social all the time. I know that's terrible, but I realize now that, yeah, I don't like being around a lot of people. And I think that's why I used to sometimes would basically flake out on a lot of different things, is because I don't like being around a lot of people. That's a side note. But anyway, stop being a people pleaser, because at the end of the day, guess who's happy? Them. Guess who's not? You guessed it, you. You're gonna be miserable. Like, you get so miserable, and then too, it's draining. It's so draining when you be there for people, do stuff for other people, and then it's like you get like kind of like a slap in the face, because it's like sometimes you don't get recognized for what you do, or it's like they kind of downplay it, or they kind of like act like you didn't do anything at all for them. So it's like, dang, I looked out for you, I did all this for you, and you trying to act like I'm like just some bad person or enemy. Nah, like, I wish I had learned that early on in my 20s, but like, it literally took like being burnt, being hurt, being like put down. Like, y'all have no idea, like, just some of the stuff I've been through with dealing with people and like being a people pleaser, that it literally hurt me to the point to where like I start physically getting sick, like physically, emotionally sick, like drained, you know what I mean? Like to the point to where I don't even want to get out of bed. Like, that's how severe like me trying to make other people happy has hurt me. And like, I would say to you, please do not do that. Like, stop trying to make other people happy, because at the end of the day, they don't even really care. You gonna be the one miserable and wondering, why is all this happening? Why ain't nobody there for me? Because you people pleasing. And guess what? Stop it. Please stop that. The next thing I want to say that kind of ties into that is being selfish with myself, or be selfish with yourself. And what I mean is, just because somebody talks to you, or just because somebody is somewhat available to you, that doesn't mean you have to make yourself available to every single body. And what I mean is, like, same thing with the people pleaser. If you don't want to do something or go somewhere, just say no, you know? And also too, just cause, you know, a guy or whoever might try to talk to you, if you know you're not feeling that person, don't even entertain it. Like, be selfish with yourself. Be like, I know this is not going anywhere. Or especially like, you know, sometimes as girls, or sometimes you like that confidence booster. It's like, you may not be into that person. You know, let's just say a scenario. You may not be really into that person, but since they took the time out and like approach you, you feel like you're obligated to go out with them, or you feel like you're obligated to talk to them, or you're obligated to do stuff with them. You know, like, you don't have to. Like, if a dude come up to you, or a female come up to you, or whoever comes up to you and be like, oh, if you're not feeling it, and if that's not what you want to do, tell them no. Like, no, I'm good. And that's it. Let that be that. Like, don't feel like you have to do something just because that person might have gave you attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be selfish with yourself. Like now I'm learning, Tika, just focus on you, babe. Like, don't focus on nobody else, you know? So no people pleasing. Be selfish with yourself, period. Okay? So the next thing, and this is for really me, this is me right here. It says, stop overthinking things that didn't work out or things that didn't go as planned. Let me read that again. Stop overthinking things that didn't work out or things that didn't go as planned. So, for all us who, you know, when we was like 18 in high school, senior year, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna da 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 da, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that. Sometimes it don't work like that. And you have to learn how to pivot, okay? If I would have asked myself years ago, did I see myself at this place? I probably would have said, no, of course not. I did not see myself like this. You know, I did not think I'll be 30 living alone with a dog. No, you say it like that, it sounds terrible. But for me, I'm happy with that. I'm cool. I'm good. But this wasn't in my quote unquote plan, you know. And two, even with like work and stuff. Yes, I am working in my field, but I don't know why I just thought that, you know, I would be like, it'll be raining money. No. And a lot of people I know who are working in their field, yeah, the money ain't flowing like that. So let me take a sip of the water on that one. Yeah, it ain't flowing like that. Okay. So just know that your life may not go as you planned it, but that doesn't mean that something is wrong or it's something that you did. Okay, because I used to punish myself like, oh my God, what did I do? Was it me? Like, I would literally just dwell on all the things that didn't go right, all the things that I feel like, okay, if I would have made this decision, that would happen, this, and that. And it's like, your life is going exactly how it's supposed to go. And just because it's not lining up with your plans, that doesn't mean it's not lining up with his plans, okay? Yeah, okay, that's all I'm gonna say with that. You know, don't think that, oh, you have a time limit. I think I told y'all in other videos, throw the clock away, kill that imaginary clock on top of your head saying you have to have this, and that done before a certain age. That's a crud of baloney, you know? Even with the whole kids aspect, like, I've seen women who are like in their 40s that are having babies, and they're like, they have enough energy and the finances to raise those kids. Whereas it's some people who are like in their 20s or 30s who having kids, and child, they can't even get off the couch. You know what I mean? So it's like, it just depends, you know, however life is supposed to go for you, let it happen, okay? Don't think that you gotta sit there and come up with a master plan, you know, or like write in your little journal that, okay, since that didn't work, this is my plan A, my plan B. And if that don't work, this is my plan C. Life doesn't work like that. You can plan everything to a T, and it doesn't go like that. And you have to be, you know, mature enough to understand that if it doesn't go that way, then that's okay. Just pivot. You're fine, okay? You're good. You know, like, and I know that we live in a society where everything is just kind of like quick. What we want, tap. If we want something to eat, boom, right at our doorstep. We want groceries, boom, right at our doorstep. You know what I mean? Like, we live in a society that kind of like condition us to believe that stuff is, if you want it, you getting it, period. Sometimes on life don't work like that, okay? I think there's a saying that goes like, when you make a plan for your life, God laughs. Like, I have learned that is true, okay? I have been like knocked down so many times by life to learn that at this point, it ain't up to me, okay? Whatever you want, that's what's gonna happen. Because you get to a point in your life where you get so tired of resisting and going against the grain and thinking that you have to be Mrs. Fix-It or Mr. Fix-It to change the course of your life. I'm here to tell you, stop it. You're gonna wear yourself out. You're gonna get so tired from trying to fight what is supposed to happen. Stop it. Okay? Now, I'm not saying use that as an excuse to be lazy. No, I'm not saying that. Don't get that twisted. What I'm saying is, don't think that just because you lined up your life to do certain things, that is going to stay that course. That's all I'm saying. The next one is, ooh, girl, look, I was deep when I wrote these questions down. Not questions, but thoughts down. Work on your past trauma and heal. Woo! Let me tell you something. As you get older, stuff that you have suppressed for years, and I mean years, or days or months, stuff that you have suppressed, trust and believe. Ooh, it's gonna come back, baby. It's gonna come back. Not only will you have to learn from your mistakes, but you will also have to learn from things that hurt you, that you just like, it wasn't that big of a deal. Because trust and believe, it was a big deal. But you tried to make it seem like it was a big deal because either the person that hurt you didn't seem to care, or no one else around you seemed to care, or it just wasn't dealt with, you know? And the reason I say that is because, like, you'll have moments in your life where, like, you might just be sick. You could be just watching TV, and then a flash, a thought, or something that might pop up in your head that you never thought about in so long. You're like, man, where that came from? Like, why am I thinking about that? Or why is this bothering me now? You know? And it's just like, it's like, dang, like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? I can't keep suppressing because those thoughts, those feelings gonna keep coming back up. Trust and believe they keep coming back up. You know, I know for me, like, growing up, I always felt like I was a burden. You know, I always felt like nobody wanted me, or I didn't belong to anybody within the family. Like, I feel like I was just kind of like the outcast or whatever. And, like, you know, as I got older, you know, I started to be like, man, I don't care. You know, the people that rock with me, they rock with me. The people that don't, oh well, you know. But then it got to a point to where it was kind of like a situation like arose, and I'm like, I had to deal with it. You know what I mean? And it just like, dang, like it's like, you know, this is a tough topic. This is a tough, you know, this is a hard decision. Like, you don't want to deal with it. You kind of want to keep suppressing it, but it's like, it's going to keep popping itself back up. So if it's anything that happened to you in your past, or I would say definitely figure out what it is. Don't ignore it. Figure out what the issue is, the root of that issue, and work on it. And what I mean is work on it as if it means going to therapy, getting a support group, you know, going to church, going to whoever, you know, I would definitely say seek help and get that help that you need. I know for me, I will say that I am fortunate enough that, you know, I was introduced to Christ early on, as, you know, at an early age. And that was just something that I always ran from, because it's like, I know stuff about the Bible, I know scriptures and stuff, like, but I always kind of pushed it down because I used to think like, oh, God doesn't love me. Oh, God doesn't want to deal with me. Oh, God doesn't like me. Oh, if God liked me, then why am I going through this? If God liked me, then why this person doesn't love me? Like, you know, I used to like challenge him because I feel like, oh, well, if he's good, why is bad stuff happening to me? And then I realized, okay, stuff is going to happen in life. You know, it's just how you deal with it. So I know for me, like, you know, that's something that kind of came up to the point to where, like I said, I stopped running from my past and just started dealing with it, and still dealing with it, but I now have an outlet. Okay, I know that if I can't pick up the phone and talk to anybody, if I feel like nobody can understand me, I'll be like, you know, let me talk, let me pray about this thing. Let me seek some type of guidance, because this ain't it for me. I can't keep going like this. And also too, you know, I have amazing, like, you know, girls that's in my church group. I think I talked about that before. You know, like, we have like a group chat where we like send each other like messages, texts, inspirational stuff, like prayer requests, all of that. And that definitely helps, because it's like, you need people in your corner that's going to keep you lifted. Like, even if they can't physically do anything for you, just somebody praying for you and really praying for you, not know, oh Lord, help them out. Like, no, I mean, like, legit praying for you. I'm talking about snot running down their nose and they crying and they really worshiping, praying for you. Trust me, those are the type of people you need in your life, because it's like, I mean, honestly, you can't do nothing without that. You know, that's all a part of the healing process. However you heal, do that. Because if not, things will keep bringing itself up, you know, And that's why you see a lot of like, you know, marriages failing, or a lot of friendships failing, any type of relationship failing, because it's like people are not dealing with their issues, and then they're bringing their issues into this relationship. So now you got trauma, you know, trying to raise kids within trauma. Like, it'd be a lot. And if either person's not willing to work on it, whether it's friendship, relationship, whatever, yo, that thing ain't gonna work. Like, so it's like, definitely get the help that you need. And that's why I'm so grateful that I'm not I'm not married right now, just because it's like I get that chance to like work on myself, because the up and down emotions I'll be dealing with sometimes, like I literally would scare him. I'll be like, what the heck is wrong with this chick? You know what I mean? But that's why I know I'm gonna need someone who can be patient with me and understand that it's nothing they did, it's nothing that happened. Sometimes Tika just needs her Tika time, okay? So definitely work on it. And the last thing is that I learned, and that I am keep on learning, which is one of the most important things, is loving myself every stage and in every way. So whatever stage I'm at, whether I'm, you know, a little thicker, a little skinnier, a little darker, a little lighter, a little more hair, balder, whatever case, love myself whatever stage, whether I got $0 in the bank or thousands of dollars in the bank. Oh Lord, come on, $1,000 in the bank, okay? 1,000+ millionaires, come on. But anyway, loving myself at whatever stage I'm at, because that, I'm telling y'all, it's times where, and you know, where I hated myself. Like, for so many years I hated myself. Like, it was to the point to where like I would look in the mirror and then get out of the mirror. You know, like I would do stuff to try to make myself feel better, and like I just didn't love nothing about me. Like, if you was to say, Tika, what do you love about yourself? Nothing. I would literally say nothing. Like, I hated myself so much. You know, like I literally hated myself to the point to where I did not want to be here. Like, it's times where I'm like, I don't want to be alive anymore, you know? And I'm like, I don't love me. Nobody else love me. God don't love me. Might as well just die. And I know that sounds terrible to say, but that's honestly how I felt. I used to hate myself. Like, I really did. I really, really did. For so long. So I had to learn that I have to love me first before I can love anybody else. And how I used to do was, I used to try to please other people and give them all that love. And then when if I didn't get back in return, then that would make me hate me more, because I'm like, well, they hate me, so why should I love me? You know, like that was just how twisted my brain was with that. And I just want to tell you this, before y'all start trying to, oh, I love you, please love yourself. Please love every inch of you, every curve, whatever scar, whatever on you, imperfection. Please love yourself, because the thing is, this world, social media, is like set up to destroy you. Like, you know, like it ain't no friends. Like, you know, when you think social media is your friend, knock you back down, you know, or you think the public is going to accept a certain type of person, there you go. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, even trying to get all the representation for every group, you know, is always one group that's most hated than the other group. So it's really tough out here, but I would definitely say, please love yourself. Like, don't wait till you're my age. Look, I can say that now because I'm older. Don't wait till you're 30 years old trying to love yourself. Love yourself now, okay? Because if you don't, you're gonna go down some roads. Like my great grandma always like, you're gonna go down some roads and some valleys that you ain't supposed to be going down. You know, you gonna go through some things. So I would say, if you don't want to go through all those journeys and stuff, please start loving yourself today, okay? And that's it. Hopefully this video helped you. If you have any question, comments, or concerns or whatever, then you can comment down below. Or if you're like, Tika, the stuff I gotta ask you might be a little too personal, you know, you can always email me. I'll have that down below, or DM me on Instagram. I try to respond to everybody. I always pretty much respond, because there goes that people pleasing again, right? But anyway, but yeah, so I'll definitely try to, you know, be there. If you need a support group or you ain't got one, I'm here for you, okay? 2022, y'all, we in this thing, okay? You know, I'm kicking off my 30s right by basically getting my life together. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.